Welcome back to my channel, beauties. My name is Alicia for those of you who are new here. Today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine. So if you want to see how I got this glam, then of course stay tuned. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up and don't forget to leave me a comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, so to save time, I have my brows done already. I do have a brow tutorial on the page, so yeah, we're going to skip that. Today it takes the longest time for me. We're just going to get into the rest of the face. Alright, so today's primer is the Lancome. So it's a moisturizer, primer, and SPF 50 all in one. I love this, so I use that all over my face. And then because I have an oily T-zone, I'm using the Becca Ever Matte primer. I try not to use too much. I'll just literally use like that much. And I put that on my nose. I kind of put it in a motion to fill in the pores. Like pretend like you're filling in your pores, because that's what you want to do. Definitely need to use a primer based on your skin type, whether you want to use a hydrating primer if you have dry skin or mattifying one. So we have to let the primer sit, because if you don't let it sit, then it may not be 100% effective, and we need it to work to keep away these oils. Do that. I'll let that sit for about 5 minutes and then I'll be back. While my primer is setting, I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is the concealer I'll be using today. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm going to go in with this and just put this over my eyes. So I have darker eyelids, so I like to use a little bit of concealer to even it out, and it also acts as a base for whatever shadow I'm about to put on. But as you can see, it just instantly brightened up my face. My next step is to color correct, and I use the MAC Prep and Prime Pen in Peach Luster to do so. So I love this highlighter. It's like the perfect peach shade for my skin tone. So I just use a little bit under my eyes. I kind of like to let that set as well. So if you have dark circles like me, you definitely should be using a color corrector. I do have a good dupe for this, the Maybelline one from the drugstore. So I'll just link it below, but it's actually pretty close in shade to this. So I just let it set a little bit so it doesn't move when I do blend it out. Some people have dark circles just in the front of their eyes, and if that's where it is, that's the only place that you should put the color corrector. You don't need to do all of this, but I have it all over. So now time to go in with our foundation, and today's foundation is Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation, and I'm using the color Butter Pecan. This is like my summer shade. It is a little bit darker than me right now, but I'm usually a little bit more tan than this during the summertime. So my beauty sponge is damp, and I'm just using that to give me a nice flawless finish. My sponge helps to blend it out really naturally, and so it's not sitting on my face. It's just looking as natural as possible. Okay, so this is how we are looking. It's a little bit darker, but I prefer darker than lighter, so we're gonna roll with it. My winter shade in this foundation is Brulee, just in case you want to know. But I put all that stuff in my description box, so always check it out. My lips hydrated while I'm doing my tutorial, so usually I'm using this LYS lip oil. I absolutely love it, or my lip plumper, but I always have something on it. So now for one of my favorite parts, we're going to highlight with some concealer, the same concealer I used earlier. Go down the bridge of my nose. I like to let my concealer sit for at least a few minutes. That way it doesn't move as much when I go to blend it out. My beauty sponge is wet, so I don't like it to actually suck up too much product as well. So letting it sit, it kind of just sets, and you just kind of blend out the edges. So we're gonna do that. I try not to blend it past the end of my eye, because then if you do that, you'll widen your face. So I kind of just like to leave it right here so I can get that oval shape. Going in with my translucent powder, and this powder is the Laura Mercier powder. And I just look up so that I can get the powder in my creases, because I do have some big creases here. And I'm not baking, I'm just pressing the powder into my skin. And that usually does the job. Alright, so I'm using this LYS bronzer today, and this one is in Strength. So this is what the bronzer looks like. And I'm just going to kind of bronze contour at the same time. See, I really like this bronzer because it has like a little red in it. So it gives you that kind of sun-kissed look. And it is super pigmented, so you only need a little. But yeah, see that? And then I'm just going to kind of blend it out so that it is kind of like, you know, more of like a bronzer. Just gives you that warmth. I love it. So pretty. And we got to put a little bit under here because your girl been snacking. Alright, so also I'm taking the bronzer and I'm gonna blend some into my crease, and this gives it a little bit of definition. Then I'm also going to take it and just contour my nose with it. And that just gives my nose a nice little shape. I put some in the Cupid's bow to help to give me more of a prominent Cupid's bow. Then a little bit under my lips to help my lips look a little bit more fuller. This has been one of my favorite blushes so far. It's like a nice orange color. And this is also by LYS Beauty. I'm using my sponge and I'm just going to tap it in there. I absolutely love how this looks on my skin. It gives me a nice flush of color and just makes me look a little bit like a little bit more, you know, sun-kissed, but it's a really natural flush. I love it. See how beautiful that is? It's just a nice natural orange. It's so pretty. It's like the perfect flush of color for women of color. So now it's my favorite part, and this is highlight. We are going to highlight using the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. I love this stuff. Yes, glow. And I just kind of blend it into my cheeks, so I'm kind of just doing circular motions, and that helps it to blend into my skin and not necessarily sit on my skin. Little under my brow bone, that just helps it to pop. But yes, we have healthy and natural looking skin right now, and that's what I'm going for. Alright, so we have on our lashes now and some bottom mascara, and now time to get to the lips. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love a good nude lip, so we're going to do one of those today. I'm using my NYX lip pencil in Cappuccino. And then we're going to go in with MAC's Honey Love, which is one of my favorite lipsticks ever. Looks like this. I'm just going to tap a little bit, and then we just set the face a little. And sometimes I'll go ahead and add a gloss. Right now I'm liking the matte look, so I'll just leave it like this. Just need to blend it a bit more. But yeah, this is the face. Just a good natural glam. If you already have lashes, you can skip the lashes, but I was not blessed with many, so I just put on some little demi wispies to kind of still keep it natural, but you know, still glam. So now we have to set this face so it does not budge, it does not move, and I'm going to use my favorite Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray. This right here is magic in a bottle. If you don't know, you need to check it out, okay? Because my face is not going anywhere. Heat and humidity, this is babe. So thank you for watching this video, guys. If it helped you in any way, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.